Arch Linux gives absolute control, but building it manually requires hours of command line setup. An automated installer handles that heavy lifting in the background. This brings us to Omarchy Linux. It's an opinionated, developer-focused distribution built by David Heinemeier Hansen. His setup gives you a complete, ready-to-use Hyperland desktop environment, fully running in under 10 minutes. You skip the tedious manual configuration entirely while keeping the underlying power and customizability of Arch Linux. Before starting, you need 3 physical items: a dedicated hard drive, a blank USB stick, and a compatible PC or Mac. This installation is destructive. It erases everything on the selected drive and will break single-drive dual-boot setups. Using a dedicated drive ensures the system can boot and apply full disk encryption cleanly, protecting your personal data from accidental overwrites. Step 1. Acquire the software. Head to the official Omarchy website and download the ISO file. Next, use a program like Balena Etcher on Windows and Mac, or Caligula if you're already on Linux, to write that ISO file onto your USB stick. This process restructures the USB drive into a dedicated, bootable installation device. Your computer needs these specific boot instructions to initialize the setup environment. Without a correctly prepared drive, the installation cannot begin. Firmly hold on before you reboot your machine. We need to address a specific hardware requirement regarding your keyboard. As this graphic shows, Bluetooth keyboards will not work during the initial startup sequence. Omarchy enforces full disk LUKS encryption. Because the drive is completely locked, the operating system cannot load Bluetooth drivers until you enter a password. To bypass this screen, you must use a wired USB cable connection or a physical 2.4 GHz dongle. Losing a laptop with unencrypted data is a major liability. Demanding a physical keyboard connection at boot guarantees your system maintains enterprise-grade security if the hardware is ever lost or stolen. Now, restart your PC and enter the BIOS. You need to manually turn off 2 settings: Secure Boot and TPM. These are proprietary security features designed for Windows. If left enabled, they will actively block the Omarchy installer from executing. For Apple users, Omarchy is specifically optimized to accelerate older Intel-based hardware, like the MacBook Pro shown here. If you have a newer machine with the M-series Apple Silicon chips you see here, this ISO won't work directly. Those processors require complex workarounds. If you are on a compatible Intel Mac, hold down Command-R while turning the computer on to enter recovery mode. Navigate to the Startup Security utility. Select No Security and then check the box to allow booting from external or immovable media. Removing these proprietary firmware locks passes complete control of your physical hardware over to the Open Linux ecosystem. Insert your USB stick and turn on the computer to boot into the installer. You'll see a graphical interface. Select your keyboard layout, set your time zone, and create your username and password. Select the hard drive you want to use and confirm that you understand the process will wipe its current contents. Once you confirm, the automated script takes over. Depending on your hardware, the entire Arch and Hyperland configuration finishes in roughly 2 to 10 minutes. When it completes, remove the USB drive and reboot. This is where you use your wired keyboard to enter your new encryption password and unlock the drive. This automated process removes the barrier of command line setup. It allows developers to deploy a highly tuned operating system and prioritize immediate productivity over endless system tweaking. Your password decrypts the system, and you drop immediately into the clean, curated Omarchy desktop environment. To see exactly how this workspace operates, hit Super and Return to spawn your default Alacrity terminal window. Notice how the window instantly snaps into place without you having to drag it. This confirms your Hyperland tiling manager is active and distributing your screen space automatically. Your next step is to open the Omarchy manual. Start memorizing the core commands, especially the Super plus Alt plus Space shortcut to bring up the main menu. You have successfully bypassed the complex Arch Linux setup phase.
Enhance your coding skills with us. Don't forget to subscribe to Code 5 Food for the latest updates and tutorials.